Hey, is there any reason there's this giant like wall of blocks over here? Because I don't think I care enough to like leave it there in case it's like rubber.
Obstacle.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know what level you were on.
I'm on the monsoon. All right, I just fell down again. So
I actually have to see it.
Give up.
Okay, Scott, give me a little test.
Give you a little test. Little testy festy.
Testy Festy. That's swinging beef.
That's swinging beef, man.
Bees burger.
You don't want no that swinging beef?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You don't want that swinging beef?
No idea what we're talking about.
What is swinging beef?
I want to look up more what they were, because he said a whole bunch of things for the Testy Festival.
The hell are we going to talk about, though?
I don't know. I told you guys to come up with things to talk about.
Talk about the test. We're going to talk about the real Testy Festy.
The real Testy Festy. So okay, so we could you do that. Look up some some actual testicle festivals. Welcome to Podcast Not Included. I am with my co-host Death Guy and Dr. Carnage. I am Mr. Kill. And this is Podcast Not Included.
Ow!
Dude, Death Guy, quit breaking character. Stop!
Dude, I hurt my nail.
I gotta start this whole podcast over. It's like fucking bullshit.
Dude, I hurt my nail.
Wait, what was my name?
You're
Can I
Dr.
change
Carnage.
it? Can I change it to Master Disaster?
Master Disaster, okay. So Death Guy, Master Disaster, and I am Dr. Kill. Or Mr. Kill. Mr. Kill.
Mr. Kill, Mr. Clean.
Mr. Kill. Those are actual people we ran into in Monster Hunter. Death Guy and Mr. Kill.
Yeah, this was I played with him, and his name was Death Guy, and his little Palico friend was Mr. Kill. It's like that's
So cute.
I expect the next Dark Souls boss.
If there's ever Mr. Kill.
The new Ornstein and Smau is Death Guy and Mr. Kill.
Apparently, side note, we were talking about the
So yeah, in Far Cry 5, we've been playing a lot of Far Cry 5. Far Cry 5 is awesome, by the way. Great game. Probably up there with Far Cry 3 being one of the best ones. And in one of the side missions in that game, you have to help set up for a Testy Festy, a Testicle Festival. So we thought, we have nothing to talk about. Let's go look up some actual Testicle Festivals.
Yeah, and I stumbled on one that's right here in our own state.
Oh, man. We have to go.
We have to go.
I'd really rather not. But
what, you don't want to try that swinging beef?
Would you like to know what their slogan is? Their slogan is real simple, short and sweet. You'll have a ball. So they boast having over 600 pounds of battered and fried pig testicles for consumption.
They boast that?
I'll be honest.
600
Why
pounds.
would you do that?
Honestly, I kind of want to fry.
Can I just say that 600 pounds is that's a fucking lot.
I want
like,
one
that's a
600-pound testicle.
One batter fried 600-pound testicle.
Dear God.
What if you just had one 600
That's what I was
Then
saying.
I would have
Just one.
I would have some kind of infection. I would go to the doctor.
Yeah, but like, it's 600
600-pound
pounds.
life.
You ain't going anywhere.
What's that show called? My 600?
My 600 pound life.
600-pound life, yeah.
My 600-pound ball.
My 600 pound ball. I don't
No,
think
that's a thing. Like, you can get like staph infection and stuff. That a lot of like sports players, they'd be like, "Yeah, his testicles were swollen to the size of grapefruits." It's not a good thing.
According to TripAdvisor, the Testicle Festival has a solid 5-star rating.
That's good. We should seriously we should go.
I'm not going.
I'm going.
I'll go, but I'm not eating anything.
Why?
I'm not eating anything.
Why?
I'm not.
Well,
Hey,
why?
so where is this place?
Crawford County.
Crawford
That-
County?
Yeah, that's actually not super far as I'm aware. I think they're doing it. It's actually coming back. May 11th and 12th. We can go.
We're going.
Nice. All right, everybody. You
About
heard
2
it.
months out?
Fan meetup
2 months
at
out?
the Crawford County Testy Festy.
Crawford
Is
County,
that what-
Ohio, in
what
case
you
you were
want?
confused.
Testy
Seriously,
Festy.
there's a T-shirt. I mean, I'm like looking at it right now. You'll have a ball. It says right on
Does it have a picture of testicles on it?
Yeah. Well, I only see the front, but
Well, if it doesn't have testicles on it, I don't want to.
this big fat guy's wearing one that says "tastes like chicken" to me.
Well, nice. Oh my God.
Tastes like chicken to me.
Oh my god, it's disgusting. I can't. They look like little sausages and like
Meat
pots.
grapes.
Meat grapes.
Oh, it's disgusting. I can't, dude. I
You
can't.
can't? Why not?
I just can't.
Burst in your mouth flavor.
And that's what they do. They're like a. Oh, I can't.
I'll try anything once, food wise.
I'll pass. This is one.
I'm just not a fan
gotta
of
duck
pee,
out on.
and we all know pee is stored in the balls, so I really don't know if I could do this.
So you were saying when we thought about this, there's a penis festival in
Yeah, in
there's a
Japan.
penis festival.
In Japan.
I've never heard of that.
Or as far as I know,
Dude,
'cause I
they
remember
go
seeing
like
something about it.
above and beyond. Like, have you ever seen?
They
like,
have dick like shaped everything.
Oh, it's actually pretty amazing.
Actually, if I ever have a bachelor party, because I'll either be I'll probably be forever alone, but whatever.
Fucking what the hell, dude?
I just said if I ever, so I don't know who said. Anyway, when I have a bachelor party, I'm probably gonna have a dick cake.
A gianus.
Yeah, and then all of my straight
giant
friends will be like, "What the
penis-shaped
fuck?"
cake? You gotta have a big cake, right? And like the balls are like two like little like things you can like push on, and then it'll squirt whipped cream out the tip.
Oh my god!
When you push on
them. Dude, so like I'm looking at this penis festival right now, and it's
I'm looking at this penis right now.
really interesting.
And you know what?
Like these guys are
I'm okay
wearing
with it.
glasses. These guys are wearing glasses that it's literally like a dick for a nose.
Squidward,
Oh my god, I want it.
You want one of those?
I kind of want one.
you could probably buy them online,
Yeah,
literally.
I'm not
anyway.
you know what? I'm comfortable with how I feel about dicks, so
Let me
like I'll wear a dick
see-
as a
Let me see.
fucking
Hold
nose.
on. Here's a thing here.
Dicks are dicks. It's just a penis. Who cares?
This one just.
I already
says,
know that Scott's gonna hear Testy not Scott. Jeff's gonna hear his Testy Festy and immediately check out. Like our only listener for the podcast, he's
like,
gonna
"No,
hear
I'm done
Testy
with this."
Festy and he's like, "Yeah, I'm done."
Oh my
I
god!
like this. I like this.
Poor guy.
This post by Huffington Post. They're pretty
Yeah.
reputable thing, I would suppose. And this one they're talking about it. It's just called the annual penis festival in Japan. Is about more than just giant schlongs.
Giant schlongs.
That's like the actual thing. It's about more than giant schlongs, I guess. Hey, would you
It's
like me to
about
look you
anything
up how much one of those
anything.
pair of glasses is?
Anything in the
How do I
phallic
even
nature.
search that? What do I search for?
Dick glasses.
Dick
Is that what it
glasses. You gotta find
I'm a little
tiny glasses
scared.
for your penis.
I'm a little scared. Yeah, I'm a little scared
Doll
to type in
clothes,
dick
like-
glasses, but I'm gonna do it.
Dull clothes.
Oh no, there they are. Penis nose joke glasses. It's on Amazon.
Dick glasses.
Of course they are.
It's probably
Dude, they're
a
like 20
kink,
bucks.
dressing up your
Straight
penis.
up only 20. They're $20. Absolutely
Role
worth.
They're
playing.
like Groucho Marx glasses.
They
but
are just
penis and pubes for the mustache and nose.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Was the pubes actually in like a mustache shape? Oh, I can't tell. It's the eyebrows that are in.
Made with real pubes.
Ew.
Authentic.
Authentic.
Shampooed.
Wasn't there a
course.
South Park episode where they were all going
Where they were like selling them.
they were trying to buy stuff with pubes.
Yeah, they were.
I'll give you
Well,
one pube.
It was also because like they were getting them and they were like because the one kid he was like, dude, I can't get any pubes, so I just bought some. And he was like, guys, look, I got some. And they were like, it's not how you get pubes, you fucking idiot.
Oh my god.
Oh man. But so what have you guys been up to? What have you been up to? You have Wario. You were literally playing Wario
Yeah.
Land in the chair that you're sitting in right now while I was trying to figure out what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, I was
next.
in his way. I refused to help because I was playing Wario Land 4. The enemies in that game are so iconic. And no one knows what they are.
They're not iconic. No one uses
Do
them.
they have names?
I don't think so. I don't know.
No.
Guess we could find out.
They probably all have
I
names.
could.
Just not.
I have all the Wario.
no one's
I have all
privy
the
to
Wario Land
names.
games except for 2. I have Wario Land 1, 3, and 4.
I still need to buy Crazy Races, but that's like $50 or something.
No, you can buy it used, pretty cheap. Find it on Amazon.
I'll have to find it. And
I found
then-
it for like $15.
I really want to get Sonic Advance 2 and 3.
The Exchange in North Olmsted has Sonic Advance 2. And
Well, I don't trust the exchange.
I hope this Confucius thing is real. I'm sure it's
Ooh.
not, but
what?
it's only when a mosquito lands on your testicles that you realize there's always a way to solve problems without using violence. It's like, Gee, that's a call.
That's a good Confucius says.
Confucius, dude. I love Confucius say. I'm looking at a whole bunch right now. Most of these ones have to do with balls because it's a related thing. So,
man, your search history right now.
oh, I know, dude. Like Verizon's gonna look at me and be like, "This guy."
This guy's like Kim Jong Un's like shirts.
We need to get rid of this guy. 'Cause
Testicle Festivals, penis festival.
God, you have to look at my history, boy. I'm in trouble.
Incognito mode, my dude.
My dude.
Yeah, but that's like not gonna open up another tab and
I actually have most of my stuff in incognito. My iPhone was in private browsing for the longest time.
You just
not
left
because
it.
I didn't want it. Not because I didn't want anyone to see my history, but because it's dark mode,
Yeah.
and I prefer dark mode on most things. So
Because they expect you to be using private browsing at night.
yeah, when you're looking up porn.
Yeah.
But now no one can know if I looked up porn because I've been in private browsing for like 5 years.
Wow, this guy's always looking up porn.
This guy's always looking up porn. You know, like that's actually an actual thing, like porn addiction. Like you're watching porn
I just
all
don't
the
understand.
time.
I don't understand.
Like, seriously, like
I mean,
they watch
probably.
porn all the time.
Yeah.
They watch
understand
it like
a lot of
like you know how we
addictions,
watch
like-
YouTube and stuff.
Not
and,
gonna
like,
lie, I
TV
know
and
there's
cartoons for entertainment. They watch porn for
I
entertainment.
know there's an actual like group of people where their specific kink is watching porn and not having actual sex. Like that's a thing. Like they think it's better, and that like more power to you guys
know it's
or whatever,
fake, right?
guys and gals.
No, dude, that's real. You're telling me that every time I call a plumber, he's not just gonna.
He's just not just gonna
He's
unzip
gonna do
right
it.
in
Come
front.
on, like. I don't understand.
Stupid. Those scenarios are so dumb.
Pour a
Dude,
glass of
best
milk in
porn-
front of him.
best porno I ever seen was that Spider-Man one.
Oh my god.
Spider-Man.
I saw a meme.
so many
I
memes.
think, yeah,
The one
no,
where they're
it is.
laying on the bed not doing anything. It's like the calm before the storm. And I was like, this post has no business being this funny.
my favorite meme that came out of that was the it was the Nintendo GameCube startup. The do.
This slap.
It's amazing.
I was like digging up some old like 60s Spider-Man memes and
Oh man, those are good.
good stuff. Good old
The old
blast from the
Spider-Man
blast from the
memes.
past.
Enchiladas.
Enchiladas. I like the one when he's just like sitting behind the desk, like like you don't see his arms or anything. He's just like you just see like from here up, just like chest up of Spider-Man sitting behind the desk. Like, it's just no explanation. It's just him just sitting behind a desk.
My favorite
What
one
are
is
you
he's
doing?
sitting up at the stairs. He's like all half squatted. He's like, "You're not my real dad." Jumps out of the wardrobe. He's like, "Fuck you, Narnia."
Like that one, and I like when there's like I don't know, must have been like an imposter Spider-Man, and they're pointing at each other. There's like, like, what the fuck is going on? With no context, everything is even funnier.
Great.
I need to go on.
So
now.
we should be, I think tomorrow or hell later tonight, if Scott's not busy. We're gonna do that video where So I found a bunch of how WikiHow
So I
has
forgot we were talking about for a
weird
minute.
illustrations. It's obviously not a professional or anything, but just a bunch of weird illustrations, and I found a bunch that are really interesting out of context. So we're going to record a video of Chris, the 50% man.
That's an
Maximum- What was it? What was it? Max what?
Master Disaster.
Master Disaster, Death Guy, Mr. Kill, and my two other younger brothers.
Which we'll come up with a name later. Name pending.
Yeah, name's pending.
What was
I know
mine?
Jonathan might go by Big Sniff.
Big Sniff.
Big Sniff's good.
Dude, Big Sniff was his screen name on
Big Sniff's good.
on Evil Apples.
I used to go by when I was playing Clash of Clans. I went by Pudding Hammock
Pudding Hammock.
for a while.
What did you go by? You went by. I remember you going by Pudding Hammock. You did a couple of those in the Monster Hunter betas.
Oh yeah, because it made me change my name every time. So sometimes it'd be Pudding Hammock, sometimes it'd just be Banana Hammock.
Pudding Hammock.
It's gonna depend.
I
I did go by Thunder Biscuit for a while.
Thunder Biscuit.
Thunder Biscuit was good.
I was Jiffy Nano when I first started. Jiffy Nano was the first one. You helped me pick that name out, right?
I don't think so. I think you came up with it, and then I said, actually, that's a pretty good name.
But like, I haven't seen anyone with Jiffy Nano ever again. You could Google Jiffy Nano.
You're the only one that comes up.
And that's the only thing. Only my stuff comes up.
Congratulations, Nick. You're original.
Well, it's because it's fucking stupid. Who's gonna think of Jiffy Nano? That's retarded.
Yeah, but like, come on. PewDiePie. Like, really?
PewDiePie.
Like, that's any better.
But yeah, so we'll probably doing it tonight or tomorrow sometime. Probably tonight. I'll make sure Ashley's doing something, or I'll just let her know. Either way, but we're just gonna record and we're gonna try and come up with some names and some captions for these pictures.
Yeah, I need to. Like, we each need to get a handful of them saved. Just
I
because
have a bunch.
if one person gets them all and then posts them, then like.
I have a bunch. So
You know what I mean?
I'll
Like, the
post them.
surprise is like a little bit lost.
I'll post
with that
them
person at least.
I'll post them because I already seen a bunch of them. But fuck!
Oh jeez.
I almost knocked over my mic.
Oh jeezums.
Jeezums.
But yeah, we're gonna do that, and that'll be fun. That'll be entertaining. At least I hope it will be.
We were going to have a taste test for y'all.
Yeah, you forgot the spicy gummy worms.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Just
man.
the gummy worms.
Enjoy the I almost said BDSM. ASMR. You guys chewing
two
gummy.
totally different things, buddy.
It's a bunch of letters. It doesn't matter.
You forgot the gummy worms, and I forgot to buy the fried pickles and Monster.
The fuck? Well, then again, I guess.
You okay? Are you still losing over BDSM?
Enjoy the BDSM podcast, everyone. Just BDSM noises, ASMR shit. Like,
I don't know if I can put that on YouTube. Probably get flagged. Probably not. I don't know.
honestly, probably
Still
not.
haven't gotten around to putting it on iTunes because I'm a lazy fuck.
Dude, I wouldn't even bother with that, to be honest.
I don't know.
Fucking iTunes. Fuck iTunes.
You don't like iTunes?
I
What's
don't
wrong
like
with iTunes?
Because every day they're like, "Hey, there's this new update," and then you're like, yeah, don't show me this update again. Well, guess what? That don't show me only applies to that version of the update. So then 3 days later, when they're like, "Hey, we got a new update," it comes up again. Fuck off.
Dude, Windows gets just as bad. I swear,
I agree,
every
Windows
time I
is
try to
just as
open
bad.
a game, it's like Windows update. No!
Oh my god.
No!
I had to update Windows on my laptop last night, and I tried doing it and it just wouldn't work.
It takes like 9 years.
Yeah,
You guys ever
it
figure
got
out
to
how
6%, and then it was like, meh,
It's
not gonna work.
Did it crash?
It didn't crash. It just said this can't update, and I was like, wow, okay, whatever.
Interesting.
I'll have to have you help me with
I
that.
don't know what's
I don't know a
wrong with it.
damn thing about
Just try
computers.
and, can you just open it, like get in there?
Everything
and
works.
manually
Like
update it.
nothing's.
Just
there's no
manually
problem.
update it. Go to control panel, manually update it.
Okay, I'll figure that out.
You guys ever figure out how to fix the PlayStation?
I just have to go to the PlayStation website. I just have to go to the website and download the latest update and plug it in. That's it. As far as I know.
Yeah, like, what else is funny is like out of the last 15 years of Adobe updates, never seen a single change in it. It's exactly the same as it was. Or fucking Java.
I wish I could mess with. I want to be able to mess with Photoshop, but I'm not paying for it. It's ridiculous.
Am I paying for Photoshop?
Isn't it
Photoshop's
like
expensive?
how? It's not a one-time payment, is it?
No, it's subscription based.
Subscription, like $100 a fucking month or some shit.
Some stupid thing like
That's
that.
Okay,
bullshit.
you know
It's
how
like
much?
that's
It's like $30 or $40 a month. It's
That's
dumb.
still that's supreme bullshit.
Yeah.
$40 a
That's
month just to
something.
make shit memes. Like,
It's to make shit memes.
what do you use Photoshop
What does Chase use for his memes?
Probably
His
some
memes
app.
look good,
He does
dude.
it on. He literally sends it on. Like, swear to God, he sends it on his phone. He just
Like
sends it in
his-
Messenger.
Like his Danny DeVito
Superb.
quality.
Danny
Superb.
DeVito. Oh, that one gets me.
What, you like Danny DeVito?
I do like Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito was a good one. I changed all my stuff to this fucking 80s retro wave shit.
All of your backgrounds and stuff, and your
Yeah.
computer and everything. Dreamrider.
Literally, all of it.
My
Before we
stream
came
is
to
all 80s.
before we came to get you, we were
retro wave.
playing Far Cry.
Far Cry
Blood
Blood
Dragon.
Dragon. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
Oh yeah, that.
One of the best games of all time. I love that game.
I
truly
really
love
hope that
game.
Far Cry 5 is it.
Well, they reference it nonstop.
Because they know people want that
The
shit.
entire arcade has like Blood Dragon music.
They know people want that. They come on. You know how much money you would make? Come out with a fucking Far Cry 5 Blood Dragon DLC. People are gonna eat that shit up.
Just make a whole game.
That's what the first one was. The first one was like
it was like a standalone.
It was really good. It was really good.
I'm saying like the next Far Cry 6.
Okay, so when Far Cry Primal came out, that's what it was going to be. It was either Far Cry Primal or Blood Dragon, and they decided Primal.
And it did not do...
Which was a mistake. If they had done Blood Dragon, I don't think anyone would have given a shit. If the map was a clone of the Far Cry 4 map, it would have fucking blown up. Far Cry Primal was a mistake. They should have gone with Blood Dragon.
What was wrong with Primal?
It was just not good. It was just boring.
No.
Yeah, just too boring.
It was just more of the same, but okay, now you're a caveman.
Nice.
Unga bunga me hammer glug.
Oh my god.
It's my favorite monster enemy right now.
Waiting for Monster Hunter's next... Dude, I'm terrified of Monster Hunter's next DLC. Because Murder Pickle was a fucking asshole.
Yeah, and that's the first thing. They're just like, yeah, here, we'll give you
Devil
this.
Joe was an asshole. And I don't want to know what's coming next.
Like the enemies?
Yeah, well, the new monster they added was one of the most feared monsters from the old games. It was Devil Joe, one of the biggest pains in the ass, one of the monsters that people... Because in the old games they had like smaller areas sectioned off, and when you'd walk through a big archway, it would load the next area.
Yeah.
And people would cheat. The only way people were able to beat this monster was to cheese it by every time you walked into an area. If that monster was in there, he'd have to do his like rah at you, right? His like attacking like startup animation.
Yeah.
So people would like run out, load, run back in, attack him a little bit, run out, attack him, run back in.
Yeah, oh my
him.
god.
That's how they beat him, and that was the first monster they introduced as a DLC monster in Monster Hunter. It was one of the most one of the monsters that everyone was like, this monster fucking sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and since there's no transition shit like that anymore, like you just gotta you have no choice but to fight this thing like mano a mano. You don't have a choice.
And everybody was like, oh, they made him super easy. And then the tempered one showed up, and everyone's like, oh god.
Tempered showed up and just fucking wrecked. Is this ruining people's
the amount of times I saw like full team wipes, because you only get 3 lives. So if you have a team of 4 and you all die, you start completely over.
Yeah.
The amount of times, so Devil Joe's big enough, he can take some of the smaller monsters and just carry them around like a chew toy. You piss him off, he will throw that fucking monster in his mouth at you.
I love that.
And
the amount of
screenshots I saw where people were getting their entire team wiped because Devil Joe threw a Dogoran at them or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Reddit blew up with that.
I mean, it still is. Like,
dude, he's fucking nuts, dude.
Dude, the only way that I've known like people are like reliably doing it is like they're still kind of cheesing it, which is shitty, but like that's the only way they're doing it. They just...
What are they doing?
You just like you like everything has a build up, so it gets harder and harder to do it. But they use sleep, and they'll use like sleep, whatever on him.
Yeah.
Make him sleep wherever he's at. Mega barrel bomb him. Maybe sneak in a couple hits.
David did it, wasn't it?
And then you just go back to camp and get more shit and just repeat the process until hopefully you kill him.
Lame.
That is lame.
Fight him like a man.
It is lame.
Meanwhile, in other gaming news, Fortnite got an update out of nowhere, giving the whole game almost every single weapon first shot accuracy. So the first shot, if you're standing still and you ADS, and the first shot will have 100% accuracy, and people hate it.
Why?
Because it makes it so like you don't have a chance to build or anything. You can't push. You can't be aggressive because people are just gonna hide in corners on towers they build and poke at you. It's just it takes the super aggressive nature of Fortnite and being able to build really fast and being able to chase people down and push into people and just turn.
It's like they went too far because the bloom was too much.
It's making it so it's
the bloom was
like
too
PUBG
much
and less like Fortnite.
And now they're just like, how about no bloom? It's like, guys, no. There's a gradient to this one. You don't have to just be like bloom or no bloom. How about a little bit of bloom? That's good.
Just tighten up the bloom a little bit and then keep the damage reduction in, because there's nothing worse than getting pegged by like a sniper, or not a sniper, but like a pistol or something, and getting full damage on your head. Just bullshit. From a fucking mile
Yeah,
away.
like the damage drop off needs to be a thing.
And I know
but
this because I've done that to people before.
But
and I was like, okay, that's not fair.
Because like it's frustrating when you're like the distance that we're right now. We're like 5 feet away.
Yeah.
And when you aim at him with a pistol and the bullet just goes tink off to the fucking side. Like, are you shitting me?
But then there's still the chance where I could see this guy a mile away with my suppressed pistol, take one shot, hit him in the back of the head for, what is it, like 65 damage?
Yeah, see, that shouldn't
And
happen.
he has no idea where it was. That's fucked up.
Yeah, that is fucked up. That shouldn't happen.
Also, in other
hate
gaming
the world.
news, Spyro the Dragon Remaster was confirmed for September.
I saw that.
Fantastic.
I'm really excited for that.
Other gaming news.
I will play that.
The Spyro the Dragon Remaster is
It's September.
confirmed
That's
for
quite
September.
a ways. That's quite a ways away. So
I don't have any gaming news. That was a lie.
What else?
Is that it?
Hopefully, in September. There's a lot of stuff going on in September.
September is
Destiny. Hopefully, Destiny 2 gets
Destiny gets
fixed
a
into
rehaul.
September. What else? Spyro in September. What else is in September? Something else.
I don't know. But we're still waiting for some Borderlands news.
Yeah, Borderlands.
the thing.
Oh, that's what it was. Is the rumor that was Borderlands was going to come out in September too?
Yeah, that's
shit.
I don't think that's true. Last
I don't know that
rumor
it'll
was
come out
wrong.
in September.
Well, we'll see. If it gets announced this year, it'll be announced.
Well, it depends on how far along they are, because we literally have no idea.
Well, they've been working on it since.
Yeah, we don't know
They've been
how
working on it
far-
since Borderlands pre-sequel.
So we have no idea
Probably
how
since
far
Borderlands-
along in the cycle they are.
Probably since Borderlands 2's DLC started.
I would
coming
like to
out.
imagine that they're damn near close to being done with it, because we don't know. We don't know anything.
Pre-sequel wasn't even made by this team. Pre-sequel was made by 2K Australia, so
Which
they probably
Oh.
they've probably been working on it since since that Borderlands 2 came out.
Yeah, I hope
Not
they
like
have.
all of them, because they said
Well,
that,
yeah, because they went to
said that
Battleborn and they were
Battleborn
doing
was
other
being
shit.
worked on.
But
There's also a rumor that another game called Project 1v1
mhm.
from Gearbox was going around, but I never saw anything of that. I signed up for its beta, but never got anything back. It was supposed to be like a
Well, because if
weird,
they're touting that this is going to be like a record-breaking,
for 2K, yeah.
if it's going to be like a record-breaking thing, I don't think this, Project 1v1 is not going to be thing.
No.
What's their big game? It's fucking Borderlands.
It's Borderlands.
It has to be. Especially because remember when they were doing that thing where they were hiring a writer that needs to have comedic blah 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 with all this shit, like
Well, and they haven't
Come
really
on.
kept it hidden or anything. They talk about it on Twitter occasionally.
yeah, and like we know they're doing it, but we just don't know literally any specifics about
At all.
anything. And I just want to know a little bit.
We know there might be a flamethrower based on the Elon Musk one,
I just want.
I hope
wanna
so.
know a little bit.
but I don't know.
The fact that there wasn't a flamethrower and like
Well,
weapons like that, I think, should exist in
the
that game.
lasers in Borderlands pre-sequel were
I
cool.
actually,
Yeah, I'm saying
kind
like
of didn't care for them that much.
literal
they were underpowered.
spraying weapons that spray fire and like
But
boiling water.
If that leak was
spraying.
true, that's exactly what I wanted. I want to go to multiple planets. I want this game to be
Yeah,
massive.
that's. I mean,
I want a big roster of characters.
well, because why would they show you that big fucking map at the end of 2? Like,
Yeah,
you can't
exactly.
show that and then just
You can't show
and then be like,
you
no,
can't
we're not
show
gonna-
vaults on like all these fucking planets and not give us.
I don't. What I think would be a huge mistake though is this next game just being all of them, and then you can't move. Like, there's no other point. There's no point in continuing with another game. I want
Why? Well,
Borderlands to just keep.
Well, the
going
thing is,
as
is
long
like-
as
the
they can
thing is,
milk
is like,
this fucking
that's-
thing.
the rule of 3. So
They've
already have more than 3, but I feel like if they made like an actual Borderlands 3 to like bring to like finish it off, that would be a pretty good one.
yeah, because most people
they
don't
have to-
consider the
they
PC
have to
ones.
they have to make this last game really fucking good.
Seriously.
And I don't necessarily if they stop making Borderlands games, just keep making Borderlands style games. Don't make another Borderlands after Borderlands 3 if you don't want to. Just make another looter shooter. Like, looter shooters are good. And Borderlands is probably one of the Borderlands I think is the one that really sparked this interest in like looter shooters.
It is, and the thing I'm reading right now is talking about the next fiscal year. That's all the way through September 2019.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I'm reading it
March
right now.
2019.
I'm literally reading it right now.
It's March 2019.
This is the fucking 2K's doing is in development for the
This
fiscal
was
year of
from
2019,
this is
which
last
runs
fiscal year.
October 2018 to September 2019
Bullshit.
is when it runs.
The one I read was for this fiscal year of 2018. So
This one that I'm reading is for the fiscal year of 2019.
Well, it'll be here soon, and if they don't, I'm willing to put money on the fact that they're going to announce it at E3, and it'll probably come out within the next year. So, what else is there? No one's excited for Red Dead Redemption. Fuck Red Dead Redemption. I don't give a shit.
I literally could not care less about any of those games.
I never played Red Dead Redemption. It doesn't look interesting at all.
What's it about?
It's just like Grand Theft Auto,
cowboys and stuff.
It's Grand Theft Auto, but in the Old West, essentially.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but like,
Yeah, I don't know. And then people are like, I want a nice single player experience. I want no online single player experience.
I like single player experiences.
The only reason people still play Grand Theft Auto 5 is because of the online.
It's true.
So, I mean, anyone who thinks that Grand Theft Auto Online was like the worst thing to come to Grand Theft Auto, you're a fucking idiot.
Wow, tell us how you really feel.
Well, seriously, this is another reason why I think microtransactions are never going to go away, and I don't think microtransactions are that big a deal. Fucking Far Cry. Grand Theft Auto Online has microtransaction. It has made Rockstar Games millions.
Well, that's the one thing that I keep trying to explain to
years.
people. Them trying to get it outlawed as gambling. Like, fuck off.
That's not the same thing. There's a difference between loot boxes and microtransactions.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
people needed to differentiate between that. Fucking Jeff does the same thing. There's a difference between a loot box and there's a difference between microtransactions. Microtransactions where you buy like items in game are not the same.
And
as
then they whine that it's pay to play.
You
like
get a cool thing from a box that is completely different.
People blow shit out of proportion.
Microtransactions and loot boxes are not the same.
What if it's a microtransaction for a loot box?
That's a microtransaction for a loot box. What people are trying to they need to outlaw microtransactions. It's not what you're talking about. They are going to outlaw loot boxes, not microtransactions.
I think we are seeing the end of the loot box age. I think because it just the bubble finally burst. People got sick of it. And I think game developers are like, okay, we should probably not.
We are definitely seeing the end of the loot box and the virtual, like, hey, I'm going to pay $10 for this virtual currency that I can buy stuff. Like this weird, like, middleman system for microtransactions.
Yeah, I think
I find that extremely irritating because the reason they do that. Okay, so let's say you pay $5 for 600 coins in this game. Mm-hmm. Now, each item that you can buy in this game with those coins is $250. Yeah. Right? So you buy 2 items, now you still have 100 coins left. Well, you don't want to waste those coins, so you go and buy more.
Yeah.
That's the only reason that system is there, and people are finally starting to notice that and not do that. And gaming developers need to stop doing those stupid currency systems. Or if you're going to do those currency systems, make it so it's a 1-for-1. Don't give us extra, but don't give us extra so we have to buy more to buy something. Like the way Far Cry has done it, where you can earn these premium currencies in game, or you can buy them.
Yeah.
And if you buy them, it's not like it's a different one from the one you earn in game, which I've seen a lot of free-to-play games. They'll be like, okay, you got this premium currency that you could buy with real money. Then you got the in-game currency, which you get earned by playing the game. Then every time you level up, you get this special in-game currency, which, that's the currency you need, not the premium currency. The special currency that you get very little of, and you have to buy with the premium currency. Yeah. Okay.
So it's like it's just an never-ending chain.
Like stuff like you don't even need the premium currency. No. Like you can buy it with regular money. It costs a lot.
You earn but you can so still much buy money so easily. We played Far Cry Arcade for like an hour yesterday, and I earned like $9,000.
So I mean, yeah. So like you don't even need the premium currency. That's just if you want to be a lazy piece of shit and just
But even then, you can't even buy. You have to unlock the guns to buy them with the premium currency. You want you want the crazy 50 cal sniper rifle? You still have to play the game to get it. Can't even be lazy about it.
Unless it's like the featured ones.
Well, the featured ones have crazy skins.
And they're not even good. I'm kind of upset.
But the thing, like, people people can't figure out the difference between a loot box and regular microtransactions.
I think the one thing that irritates me the most is when people complain about pay to win shit like that, where you can get stuff in you could buy things with microtransactions.
People are so quick to,
and then you can
pay to win.
And then they act like oh, why would I even bother playing this game? Everyone who's better than me obviously spent money on it. Shit, just differentiate between who spent money on the game and who didn't spend money on the game.
Well, like seriously,
'cause you
pay to
could-
win
you
is
could
not
know
even
that.
relevant of a thing anymore.
Like, who
there
even
are
gives
some
a shit?
games that are straight up pay to win, and then there's some a lot of people who claim pay to win. People are so quick to cry pay to win. Like Destiny 2 with the bright engrams, you could get mods out of them. And people are like, pay to win. Destiny 2's pay to win. Turns out those aren't even the mods you want.
Yeah.
Those are the shit mods you buy. I could go into the game. I haven't played that game for like 6 months. I could go buy probably like 20 of those mods that you get out of those bright engrams right now.
Oh yeah, I beat that game.
So like, what?
I genuinely
people just freak out all the time.
I genuinely find or think that the gaming community, just like the comic book community, are some of the whiniest people on the fucking planet.
No, I can agree with that.
It's ridiculous.
It
Like,
is
grow the
ridiculous.
fuck up.
People freak the fuck out over stupid shit. And yeah, this free-to-play game has got pay to win. Well, yeah, it's a free-to-play game. How are they going to make money?
How are the people who spent months of their lives at their jobs doing this, how are they going to get paid? Like, I don't understand why people freak out about
that's why I
prices
don't
of
mind.
games, in-game purchases. Like, those things are kind of, and DLC that you have to pay for. They're like, it's already in the game. No, it's really not.
Jeff was getting on my nerves the other day because he was arguing. He's like, games shouldn't cost as much as they do, and blah 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 blah.
Like, you realize
why?
they have...
Jeff, you know the budget of most AAA games
Hell yeah.
are in the billions now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's billions.
Not billions.
Billions.
Well, like,
Is it billions?
seriously,
It's like a-
no, but it is
movies,
like
like
it's
serious
on par with
movies and
movies
video
now.
games are the same.
$200 million
the
for a
same
major
budgets now.
blockbuster
Yeah, it
is about right.
Like, that's fucking
And
ridiculous.
that's still a little high, but still.
That's ridiculous. That's a lot of money to spend at a game, and you're gonna whine because there's still $60 when 2 years ago, back when the PS2 came out, games went up $20. Then the PS3 came out, and the Xbox 360 came out. Games went up another $20 to $60, but they haven't gone up for at least 2 or 3 generations now. And you're whining because they're still too expensive.
Go back to 1999 and 64. Them bitches were $100 when those games came out, and they only had like 6 games. So it was like, hey, you could pay $100 for one of these games.
There's a big difference between good microtransactions and bad microtransactions. I also don't really have a problem with DLC either.
I love DLC because it's like, yeah, I want to experience this game for itself, release it, whatever. But if DLC is not like already built into the game.
Some of it is.
Some of it
but
might
even
be, but
then,
like
that you can't get mad at the developer for that. That's probably it's more than often than not the publishers like, hey, we need you to take some of this out so we can sell it later.
Yeah,
because it's still a business. They still have to make money.
I think I
COD
had
4. You played
oh,
COD
God.
4. COD 4 had how many maps when you got the game?
It had the biggest map count. It probably had somewhere around 20 maps.
20 maps.
Somewheres, maybe a little less, maybe like 16 to 20. I honestly can't remember, but it boasted the biggest number of maps in a base game.
Then, like,
and they
Black
came
Ops-
out with one map pack.
Black
One
Ops
map
1
pack.
and 2.
4 maps.
Black Ops 1 and 2 had like 12 or 13 maps
Actually,
in
I'll look
each,
it up right now.
which isn't bad. And then they gave us 4 DLCs with 4 maps each. It's another 12 maps.
Yeah.
And people pay for that. It's like, it's $15. Who the fuck cares? Just if you want more maps, you get more maps. If you don't. I don't see the issue here.
So so
DLCs.
there was 16 to start, and then they released 4.
16.
And then up
See,
with
okay,
20.
that's even better. So 16 maps in Call of Duty 4
Mm-hmm. And then they ended up
compared to every other Call of Duty since then, which has had 12 to 14 maps. People are like, oh, they ripped so much out of the game to make DLC. Are you telling me the 16 maps in Call of Duty 4 is that big a difference with the 12 maps in every other Call of Duty? And then they give you 12 more maps throughout the DLCs?
I genuinely like DLC because it gives me it gives me a reason to go back to a game.
Yeah, no, it increases longevity in a game. It increases a game's lifespan.
And profitability over
It increases the game's lifespan. It increases monetary gain for the developer.
It's
over
less
a period of
exactly
time.
because like when it comes to video games, normally most people buy it right after it comes out, and so it comes out, a ton of people buy it, and then sales drop off, and they rarely make money off of that after that. It's probably not like a very short amount of time, but it's like you increase that.
You're increasing the longevity of the game, and I don't understand people's problem with that. They're like, oh, you can't have all these characters.
Technically, I really don't think it's something we should be worrying about because these people complain. They complain and then they don't do anything.
World War II.
They still buy it.
World War II had 9 because 4 of them were war maps.
I think it's dumb.
Technically speaking, it had 12.
Yeah, but they're locked to one game mode for 3 of them, so that's kind of shitty.
Still had 12. I understand.
I don't know that
people's complaints about that.
I don't know that I count that though, because war is a whole new thing. War is its own thing. Like I don't even count it. But if you just count the core multiplayer, it's 9.
I agree with the fact that they should have either taken
They should
chunks
have had
of
just a handful more.
they had to either taken chunks of the war maps and made them multiplayer maps, or made 4 extra maps altogether.
Yeah, because like World War II has the smallest amount of maps.
But I agree. They technically had 12.
Yeah, which is or
11, something like that.
Yeah, because there was only 3 war maps. But it's definitely like the worst one so far. To think was a little much. Probably should have done a little
No, it was
more.
12. There's 3 war maps plus 9. 12 maps.
It is weird.
But is the quality of the maps?
maps
No,
are
they were pretty bad.
Oh, okay. Well, I only played like the first half of the.
I still think the Treyarch's the only one that makes a good Call of Duty anymore. So
yeah, they're pretty shitty.
Treyarch is the only one that I think has. Treyarch's the only COD developer that I have thoroughly enjoyed every game they've released.
What about Modern Warfare?
Modern Warfare? Fuck Modern Warfare. Infinity War's a giant pile of shit. I actually really liked Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare from Sledgehammer, their first one. I thought that was really good.
I think people are tired of seeing futuristic shit too. At least I thought.
I'm sick of
But
it.
okay,
I'm sick of
so
it.
here's the thing. People were like, "Oh, Call of Duty's just the same thing over and over again. It's the same game over and over again." And then we switch it up with Advanced Warfare, and people bitched.
Yeah, no,
Well, don't
that's exactly what I'm
fucking
saying.
bitch about mechanics and things in the game being the same over and over again if you're gonna fucking freak out when they change it.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's my.
This is the same thing
Lord.
that happened to Destiny 2.
Oof.
The developers listened to what people were saying, but not what people were doing. We complained about the grind in Destiny 2, in Destiny 1. They got rid of it. We complained about the loot grind and all this stuff and all these, like, all the RNG and shit that we continued to play non-stop. So Destiny 2 got fucked over and ruined because we complained about this, but they weren't paying attention to what we were actually doing.
Yeah,
we were bitching that we couldn't get the AS Luna, and it was a giant pain in the ass, and every time we got one, it was a pile of shit, but we still fucking did it.
Mm-hmm.
Over and over and over again for thousands of hours.
I think what people don't understand is that they understand now at least that their voices, when they complain about shit online, game developers do listen, but unless you're incredibly clear with what you want from them, you're probably not going to get exactly
There's
what you
just
want.
a big disconnect because people whine nonstop.
Yeah, they
still
cry
play.
about shit, and then they keep playing it, and then when they
like
change
Fortnite's-
anything, they complain like...
Just like Fortnite's
God.
like cone of accuracy. Yeah, it's a giant pain in the ass. Yeah, I fucking despise that it makes me miss nonstop. But now that we have perfect accuracy, this game sucks.
Comics are the same way, to be honest.
No, it's everybody. All kinds of communities do this. And then everyone's like, well, why are you whining about something? But then you get pissed off when they change it. Yeah, grinding through Destiny 1 was a pain in the ass, but we still did it. People still played it nonstop. Really quiet over there. Death Guy, what are you doing?
I'm reading a lot of stuff here. And, well, like I just brought up the Fortnite thing because I want to see what.
This is the Fortnite
it,
thing. It was a test, like a limited time mode test that they had back what was like 4 or 5 months ago, and it was received pretty badly. Everyone said that they weren't a fan, promoted a lot of campy bull that people didn't like. And then they were supposed to have another one, a different test, like a different shooting model that they were supposed to test. They never did, and then they just implemented this out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. I don't quite understand the
People
logic.
were not expecting this at all.
I don't understand the logic behind it, though. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
It just people are complaining that like they'll have. Well, okay, so like the biggest problem with Fortnite, when you played solo in Fortnite, you get down to the last 10 people and the last circle. There's just 9 other towers, 9 other one square towers as high as they could go, and they're just peeking around looking for other people. And now in squads and duos, that wasn't as much of a prevalent like play style, because just 2 of you, you can push. Yeah, you can build up and like look around, but if you build up and stay still, you're gonna get pushed by another team and completely obliterated. So it wasn't as big of a thing. Now, because of the first shot accuracy, it's really hard to push, because they can just crouch behind a wall, and as soon as they become uncrouched, they're still perfectly accurate. They'll just poke you and then crouch, then pop back up and poke you and crouch.
You don't get
People,
it.
and that's what,
like I just have such a hard time getting behind Fortnite, because it's like, okay, I wanted you to fix that, and now you did this, and I'm like, I don't know.
just too much.
I just don't like Fortnite.
You don't like
at all.
You don't like Battle Royale. I get it.
Yeah.
And it's
Even if there are other game modes, I understand that, but like
all the time.
I understand there are other game modes in Fortnite. I'll never play them, ever.
Like PUBG has this problem where people don't like PUBG as much because it's just, you find a gun, you hopefully, like, it's based on luck. Fortnite, you can push and you can really, like, you can bring your skill to the table and fuck everything up. PUBG, if you don't find a good gun and you don't find optics and you don't have like good circle RNG, you're fucked. You're done. You're gonna lose. End of story. You don't find cover, you're gonna die. You don't find a good gun, you're gonna die.
Like,
Fortnite, you can make your own cover, you can get above people, and you can really leverage your situation.
yeah, until you shoot him with a shotgun and do 6 damage.
Yeah, shotguns are garbage. I don't know why that.
Their spread the spread makes sense though.
No, it doesn't. Because the spread, like, okay,
maybe it's not 100. Listen, maybe it's not 100.
What are we, like 5 feet away from each other?
I get it.
If I shoot a shotgun at you, even like pointing slightly away from you,
yeah,
a bunch of those pellets are still going to hit you.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I get it. What I'm saying is, I always got the idea that didn't you say something like normally in shooter games, first-person shooters, the shotgun's like a cone and it just hits in that cone? That would make absolutely no fucking sense. That's what I was under the impression that that's how that works.
Shotguns in games either have a set spread, so the shotgun,
or a randomized spread, which makes more sense.
So the pellet like spread is always the same.
Yeah, which is dumb.
Or they have a randomized cone where the pellets can hit anywhere in that cone.
I like that.
That's all well and good and more realistic
until it doesn't work in your favor.
But it's Fortnite and it's not realistic because you can build stuff and ride on rockets and shit.
What I'm saying though is like the spread.
The thing that's frustrating about Fortnite is like you have like a little square with the shotguns as like your reticle, and you can literally have a person that reticle can be 100% within their body, and it just hits for nothing.
Seriously, we watched
that's what I'm.
And like
that's what's bullshit.
You get a headshot. Headshots are like 2 times damage or whatever. We watched. There's a thing I could show you on Twitter right now. There's like a 10-second video of this girl dropping in. Another person drops right next to her. She gets the shotgun. This other person doesn't. So this other person starts dancing because he's fucked. What is he gonna do? This lady takes a second, literally standing still, ADS's on the head, fires 95 body shot. No crit.
What the fuck?
This doesn't make sense. I don't understand.
Shotguns are so fucking inconsistent and goofy, and this don't work well. But
I just think they need to improve on that.
The only way to consistently kill someone super close to you, because the SMGs are shit.
Yeah, well, yeah, because everything else close range is shit. Because it'll just go wherever the fuck it wants, and that's why like they got this balancing issue of like it's either the bloom is too heavy,
or there's not bloom at all.
Apparently. Now there's no bloom at all, and now you can just poke at people from too far away. Like, come on, guys, get some middle ground. I think the damage drop off is good. I think that's a good thing.
Damage drop off is a good thing. Just Just get rid of first shot accuracy because that's making situations so annoying, and just shrink that cone. Shrink the cone so you can hit things more consistently, but not completely consistently.
You like shrink that cone and make it so that like the deviation between shots can't go from literally one end to the other end of the fucking.
I
cone.
truly think they need to take shotguns and make it a set pattern.
I think that'd be fair.
Make it a set pattern. Make it like let's say there's 8 pellets. Make it not 8 pellets. Let's say like 12 pellets, and like 6 pellet circle in the center, about like spread, and then like a 6 pellets a ring outside. That's what they did in Battlefield 1, and it's worked really well. Makes it so you can't go from not hitting someone right in front of you to like taking a random pot shot at some dude fucking 30 miles away and getting a kill. Yeah, it's not realistic, but it creates consistency.
I was gonna say people are just they can't deal with the inconsistency of something that just makes sense to me.
Oh,
I prefer the realism. Like I'm not gonna win every time, but like I don't play first person shooters anyway, so it doesn't matter to me at all.
First of all, shotguns aren't that real. First of all, that's not realistic for shotguns because
shotguns don't have a 6 circle
pellets. Shotguns have like 40 pellets.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying if they're to improve it, they should be doing that. Shotguns have an effective range with like a buckshot up
of
to
like
40 feet.
Of like 40 feet, which is way more than the 5 feet in front of you.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's a problem that they have the randomized spread. It's the fact that there's 8 pellets and the spread's ridiculously shitty.
Well, but
it just doesn't make
sense. If you
sense.
put a realistic shotgun in a video game, it automatically becomes the best weapon to use. Because then you can one-shot everybody.
Okay,
and why would you use anything else?
Then I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Change it up a little bit. Like make it a cartoon fucking shotgun that doesn't work.
This is the problem with shotguns in video games. This is why people don't like shotguns in Call of Duty, because you can run around one-shotting each other. This is why shotguns were a problem in Destiny, because you run around one-shotting people. And it creates a rift, because a lot of people are like, oh, I love using a shotgun, because I can just kill them. And other people are like, I don't want to have to use a shotgun to win.
Yeah, because then it like forces you to use it. Like, well, if I want to be able to compete, I got to use fucking shotgun now.
Well, technically,
like don't even
I've always thought about this, and like Call of Duty and shit like that. Multiplayer with a bunch of just random fucking people running around shooting at random shit is not realistic in the slightest anyway. So like,
no,
of course you're going to be running around with a shotgun. Like if you were fighting in a war, in that type of war, and that was how your fighting worked,
yeah, but
then yes, use a fucking shotgun. You're a dumbass if you think you're going to win like that.
And they sell
without
horribly because that's not fun. People just want to run around and shoot each other.
That's what I'm saying. They've made games where you work like a team, and that's kind of what.
You probably if you were
what Overwatch is.
If you were more into shooters,
you work like a team, but still, like
if you were
it's
more
not
into shooters, you'd probably like.
That's why I'm not into shooters.
Rainbow Six Siege.
I'm not into shooters because the multiplayer is completely like this just doesn't make sense. Like the war just doesn't happen that way.
Okay. Oh, then you'd really like Far Cry Arcade multiplayer.
Far Cry Arcade multiplayer. God forbid the map creator gave like a rocket launcher as a class, because everyone's going to use that rocket launcher no matter what.
And God forbid they put infinite ammo on, because it's just non-stop explosions.
I love that.
It is.
It's
when you go to like
as goofy as it is, it's still pretty fun.
Community maps on any Far Cry game, whichever one had a community map, and it's just like a bunch of fucking chickens in a pit, and you shoot them with a fucking rocket launcher.
we played on one yesterday where all we did was throw baseball bats at each other.
I love that.
It was just nothing but baseball bats.
It was fun, but also really annoying
because the hit detection is kind of weird.
We played one. We were on the farm, and there was the fucking map maker gave people a rocket launcher. So guess what people were using?
Mm-hmm.
Rocket launchers.
So I was running around with a shovel.
I love that.
And you could throw the shovel with a spear, and it's a one-hit kill. Like a spear, and it's a one-hit kill. I fucking sniped a guy from halfway across the map with a shovel. It's amazing.
So one thing is like the headshots are like insta kills.
Yeah, headshots are insta kill. One headshot will kill in Far Cry, and it's frustrating. It's satisfying, but also extremely frustrating.
Yeah, because some guy can just be sitting like way off and just spraying an SMG, and he gotcha.
He catches you in the head.
He gotcha. It's like, okay.
I mean, technically, that's how it would work in real life. You get hit by a stray bullet in real life, you're fucking dead.
Yeah, but like a lot of games, they don't do that because it brings down the fun. You don't have much of a fighting chance. Okay, so here's
This
why
is
I would say.
again.
Here's
This is why I don't like. This is why I don't
here's
like
why-
shooters, because people are like, "Oh, I got hit by a bullet in the head." I don't like that because he wasn't aiming at me. Like, who cares?
Here's why
you
I
got
would
shot.
Here's why I would say you would like Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Siege, there's no bloom. Where you point the gun is where you hit.
I think that's dumb, to be honest. Like, it's interesting because it makes it easy, but like,
Headshots kill in one hit, no matter what.
okay,
Doesn't matter if you're using a pistol or
as
doesn't
they
matter if you're
should.
having like a helmet. One headshot will kill. But this game isn't like Call of Duty. You don't run around shooting each other.
Mm-hmm.
One team is like the SWAT team. One team's a defending team, and you have to defend a bomb or a hostage or something. And the person on the SWAT team has to get in.
That's probably why I like Overwatch, because there's a goal and you have and then you have, I don't know, people who do different things. They have different abilities.
But
I mean, it's not
isn't
necessarily
realistic
how
at
that
all,
would
so I
work
don't
in a
like you
SWAT team.
complaining about realism.
What? Overwatch? No, that's what I'm saying. No, I like Overwatch because the characters are cool too. Like, I don't know. I like all
Because
of
like
that
I
shit.
get like if you're hip firing a gun, okay, yeah, it's like
It's gonna get a little. It's
yeah.
gonna get a little hairy.
Yeah, you're not fucking aiming it, so of course it's gonna go all over the place. But if I'm choosing the aim down sight, and it still just fucking goes all over the place. What does my guy have like the weakest arms? Just can't fucking control the thing. What are we doing? It's like, what are you doing? Come on. Like I like
Rainbow
balance.
Six. I'm really bad at it.
I never played it.
It's cool.
I played the
Bad
old
at it.
Rainbow Sixes, and I thought they
Rainbow
were
Six
neat.
Siege is cool.
I just like, I don't know. Nobody was playing Siege when I was looking at it.
Do you even have Siege?
No, I don't.
So what else is Tom Clancy famous for?
Ghost
Cell?
Recon.
No, it's not Splinter Cell. Yeah, it's
Why
Ghost
does he? Why does he put his name on it? Like he's fucking
Tom
George
Clancy is Splinter
Lucas.
Cell.
Recon. Is it Splinter Cell?
Yeah. Yeah, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell.
He's got a lot of stuff. I don't even know who
Wildlands?
Tom Clancy is. I think Tom
Ghost Recon
Clancy at this
does
point is
Just a name they put on there.
like a brand. It's like Dr. Seuss.
It's like a John Madden, like Madden
Yeah.
football.
Madden
It's just,
and Dr. Seuss.
Is that a
Yeah.
good brand?
It's
Because
no
I've always
longer-
been very.
It's no longer like Tom Clancy's thing, like actually Tom Clancy's. It is now like the company Tom Clancy.
pretty much. Yeah,
Is
like
it a
they'll
good?
make-
Is it a good thing? I mean, like I said, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege really good,
I don't think any of the games they've made have ever been bad.
I think they're.
but they're all tactical. They're all like tactical,
yeah, exactly.
stealthy kind
Yeah,
of shooter
yeah,
games. So
Mhm. That's
Ghost
the thing. Is
Recon
like
Ghost
always been
Recon is
bad.
like sneak in, like stuff like that. You
Yeah.
sneak around. It's like Solid Snake.
I guess I understand some
Solid
people
Snake.
complaining because like why would you play a video game to be exactly like real life? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like,
Well, it's because you can do shit that you can't do in real life.
yeah, exactly.
I can't fucking be a SWAT guy.
I can't get
breach into
shot in the
stuff.
head without
I
dying.
can't do that. So I mean, yeah, like
That's one of the reasons why I don't like driving sims. I'm not a fan of the Forza games. Not Forza Horizon. Forza Horizon's different. I'm not a fan of driving sims because
which Horizon is like.
I like
Horizon's
driving
boring.
games. I think they're
Boring.
fun, but I always like it super.
I like driving games. I like Need for Speed's not bad.
Even-
The Burnout
even-
games are
I-
amazing.
I never played
Horizon
Forza,
is good.
But like
I
I'm
just
saying, like
can't get into I can't get into like the NASCAR game, drive in a circle.
those are ridiculously dumb.
Gran Turismo, it's a driving simulator.
Like, but
Forza,
what are
the Forza, like the actual Forza Motorsports games? Just a driving simulator. Fuck off, cat.
She's so cute.
The actual Forza Motorsports game, they're just driving sims. Hey, here's a track, drive in circles. It's boring. It's not fun. Not fun to me at all. Not a fan of simulators. Flight sims, blech.
See any? Well, there is, but
So, I don't know. I don't know.
how about Goat Simulator? You like that?
Goat Simulator? That's different.
That's
That's not
it's
an
a
actual
That's
simulator.
a simulator.
It's not an actual simulator.
Farming
simulator.
Farming simulator.
Yeah, Farming Simulator is good.
Remember Farmville?
Yes.
Dude, remember Mom? Mom
Still a
played
thing.
Farmville
Still-
so much.
Still a thing.
She had gotten so much stuff in Farmville. She went from actually like trying to farm to make money to like just doing designs. So when people visited her farm, they were like, "Oh, that looks nice."
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
would
She's so
Cat.
dumb. I
She would
love
get
her.
grid paper.
Shit.
She would get grid paper and like colored pencils, and she would like map out the design she was gonna make.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. That was the best game though. Like
You're gonna have like a sit down talk to her, like, Mom,
Cat.
I think you've gone too far.
I had so many trees. I wanted to turn my whole thing into an orchard. They don't even have the original Farmville anymore. They have Farmville 2 and it sucks ass.
Oh.
I only know this because my friend went and checked because we had a conversation.
It's like
Not in a
RuneScape.
good way.
It's like RuneScape when they were like RuneScape 3 and it was poopy.
RuneScape.
Poopy.
I'm pretty sure the new RuneScape is actually the old RuneScape, just looking nicer. I'm pretty sure almost everything's identical.
Yeah, but they just called it 3. It's because it's the same thing. Like RuneScape came out and it was just called RuneScape.
Yeah.
Then
Like
they were
RuneScape 2 and people hated it. And then the
They were
newest
like, "Oh, it's
RuneScape
this
was
big
like
thing."
newest RuneScape is the original RuneScape with like shiny graphics.
pretty much.
Do people hate this one?
No,
Yes.
actually.
I think they do. Yes, people do. Compared
A lot
to
of
2,
people
people
still-
hate it.
A
Why?
lot of people still play like OG RuneScape.
Did they have a good reason or just some shit reason?
I don't know why. I don't
Because
know.
that tends to be the
graphics of
case.
RuneScape 3, they ripped off World of Warcraft.
Yeah,
Is what they did.
Oh,
for sure.
And that's why people don't like it. Because they're like, well, I might as well play fucking World of Warcraft. Because RuneScape 3 runs like fucking garbage. Even with like, if you had a good computer, it's still just like 8 frames per second.
Although the cool thing about RuneScape 3, whatever, if you had a character in the original RuneScape, you can log in and you'll have that character.
yeah, you get to keep it. Like, it's not like they made a new game. It's just like a big update to the game, and they were like, oh, we're calling it RuneScape 3 now. It's not a new game.
oh, okay.
It's the same game. They just updated it a shitload to where it's unrecognizable. So
Yeah, it looks straight up like World of Warcraft.
yeah, like it's unrecognizable now.
Grandma
OG
plays World of
RuneScape,
Warcraft.
I thought was kind of fun. As like mundane as it is, but you don't have to pay attention to it. Like you just do something and then you play something else. Like I'd be playing another game and be like, "Oh my guy's done mine," and click, and then go back to playing the game. Like that's
Gameception.
that's the kind of game it was. You know, like I didn't have to focus on it. That's why I like it.
Yeah, our aunt got our grandmother into World of Warcraft. Is she gotten any better? Is she like paying for it or?
Dude, I think she spends any money she has that's extra on that game. Like she did with all her other games.
Yeah.
Except this one, I'd much rather her be playing.
I'd almost rather her be playing World of Warcraft than those stupid like.
She just plays puzzle games.
She played like puzzle games, and then she's like, dude, it was." And these sites. So World of Warcraft, personally, I think is a ripoff. I know it's not. I know people like it's an actual game and you can get into it and it's cool, but whatever. But the sites that she was using before, straight up fucking ripoffs.
Yeah.
Straight up ripoffs.
She
like,
probably played
Pay
the same puzzle.
$5.99 to play Bloons Tower Defense.
Yeah, something stupid like that.
But it wasn't like
But
it was like
it was like a shitty knockoff of Blues Tower Defense.
Madame Hathaway's House of Wonders or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like she just go and like click on these like nicely illustrated pictures looking for it was a search and find basically.
Yeah.
That's all she did.
It's like, Grandma, why are you paying $10 for
oh my
this
God.
when you can get them for free?
There was one that was a search and find, but it was like an RPG search and find. So the whole thing was searching, but you use the points you got to upgrade your characters so they could like help you in the game. But they didn't do anything. They were just a picture that you upgraded. I was like, Grandma, what is
Actual
this?
RPG, Grandma? What are you doing?
She was
have you
playing a
seen her
shit
play
version.
it lately?
World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft, yeah.
No, I have not.
Last time I was over there, she was playing it, and I hope she's gotten better since then. I actually hope she's gotten fucking amazing. I hope she's like
probably-
raiding 40-person raids by herself. I hope she's doing that.
Probably.
She's not, but when I saw her playing last, you know how like in like most top-down RPGs like that, you can like hold right click and spin your camera around.
Mhm.
Yeah, she did not do that. She used the arrow keys, and she only used one. She used one arrow key, and she would spin around. Oh man, I went too far. Spin all the way around again, and then she would walk in a straight line using the arrow keys to get to the place she needed to go.
That's so sad.
It's like, Grandma,
Come on.
I don't even
Come
play World of
on.
Warcraft, and this is frustrating to watch.
Yeah. Hey, can we have a small little conversation? Because I know you guys don't watch movies, but a tiny conversation about how I guess there was a rumor that they're making a Hawkeye movie.
That'd be kind of cool. I thought he was funny, and
I like Hawkeye.
I think he's
I
He's
just don't care about superheroes.
He's a funny
Oh,
guy.
okay. Hawkeye's pretty cool.
Hawkeye
I've-
in what was that one? Was that
he deserves
was that
more.
Avenger? Which Avengers? No, that was Ultron. Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron.
Hawkeye in Age of Ultron was perfect.
They gave. I
That
think
was
they
the
actually
perfect
gave him a
character they gave him.
personality. Yeah, like he's a
He was
dad.
a smart ass, and like which character?
I'm too old for this shit.
Which
He like
character was giving him
literally
a hard
said that.
time nonstop? Oh, it was Silver. It was
Still Quicksilver.
Quicksilver, and he would like at one point Quicksilver's like giving him shit, and Hawkeye aims. He's like, I could do it. No one would know. He's like, I'm running around here fighting robots with a bow and freaking arrow.
None of this makes sense, but I don't have time to sit here and babysit.
Dude, Hawkeye in Age of Ultron. I haven't seen most of the new ones, so I don't know if he's gotten better or been the same. But man, is he good in Age of Ultron.
I don't know if you saw Civil War.
I saw Civil War, but
Yeah.
he didn't show up in Civil War for very long.
Yeah, he wasn't there for very long. He just kind of came to
He came to help What's-Her-Face. and that
help
was it.
Wanda out, which is weird. One, I think that if they fucking kill the Vision in this next movie, he's been around for like 3 movies. This will be his 3rd goddamn movie, and he has been so underrated. I'm sorry, Vision is my favorite character in these movies. He just has an Infinity Stone in the center of his goddamn forehead, and that's exactly what Thanos is looking for.
Yeah, well then
I think
they
they
have
should
to
kill
kill him.
I don't think he's
Or
gonna.
what happens if
Scarlet
he
Witch,
removes
he's stated that Scarlet Witch basically manipulates reality with her powers, so she could do whatever the fuck she wants technically.
How well if they remove
think
that
he
Infinity
did.
Stone? What happens? Does he die? Or is he still alive?
He has no idea what it is really. He doesn't know what it is because but it's what gave him his like brain and everything.
Yeah, but if they take it
his
away, does he disappear?
I don't think so, because his personality's ingrained in his fucking skull. You know, like he has a brain.
He's alive.
Yeah,
and I don't think that if you removing the Infinity
he's made
Stone
out of
would actually do
vibranium,
anything.
and
I think that removing the Infinity Stone would probably get rid of his powers, but it wouldn't kill him.
yeah, and I think that. I don't know. I think there's plenty of ways they could actually come like give him his powers back, like grant him his powers.
Have you seen the Thanos memes people have been making lately?
Good stuff.
The one with
John Wick.
when he's like looking down at Captain America, pushing when you know how he is trying to crush
Yeah.
Captain America, and it's the Patrick. They changed it. They made him look like Patrick, or it's like the Patrick name. What is it called? What's that
the
meme
one
called?
I've
The
seen-
Patrick meme.
Savage Patrick.
Savage Patrick. Yeah.
The one that I saw is they turned Thanos into Guy Fieri.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's beautiful. He's like gonna take a one-way trip to Flavor Town. It's
Flavor
just like
Town.
him, just like brr, fucking Guy Fieri. Oh
Guy-
my god,
Guy Fieri memes is some of my
Guy
shit,
Fieri
dude.
was a good
I wonder how he feels about them.
Guy Fieri. I don't think he fucking knows. Who
He
cares?
probably doesn't give a shit. He just eats food all day. His fucking job is to eat food.
Why the hell hasn't Food Network capitalized on the popularity of the popularity with quotations, heavy quotations, of Guy Fieri and given him another show? Or does he still have
dude,
one?
He has shows.
Dude, he's got like 8 shows. I
He
swear.
got a
needs
bunch
to
of
have one.
shows.
They need to use his memes all the time. Just
I
make
want
more
Alton
they need
Brown
to
to have
use
another
me.
show. I miss
Who?
Good Eats.
Oh, Good Eats.
Um,
Yeah, dude, Alton Brown's a
Alton
fucking
Brown's cool.
savage.
Barefoot
Dude, he's
Contessa.
fucking savage though.
Fucking hate that woman.
Yeah, Barefoot Contessa. That's not her name. Though.
Contessa?
I don't know what it is about her.
She's so
fucking
weird.
Hate
Is
her.
it the name Barefoot Contessa?
No.
That's not even
think
her
it's a
name
little
though.
bit-
The
Like,
other,
I
there's
know,
their
but-
Italian lady too, the one that's not always like smiling to the point where it looks like it makes my face hurt.
Giada.
Yeah, I hate her too.
Oh,
I don't hate her.
yeah.
Giada's fun.
I hate her.
She's
too.
not fun. There was that one
I prefer
lady
Cutthroat
that looked
Kitchen.
like
Cutthroat
Guy
Kitchen's
Fieri. She had her hair like
Anne Burrell.
spiked.
That's
Is
the one
it-
you're talking about?
Oh, the female Guy Fieri.
Was it Anne Burrell?
Yeah,
Yeah, Anne
it's
Burrell.
just it's like
She's on Worst Cooks in America with like Bobby Flay.
Oh, nice.
dude. It's like they took they took Guy Fieri, right? Guy Fieri was one being at one point, and then they separated him into 2 beings. And
Is she a
that's-
lesbian?
It's Anne Burrell.
Probably.
She should be a lesbian.
But I mean, that's presumptuous of you. Just because she's got short hair, doesn't mean you call her a lesbian.
I know, but still, she really should be a lesbian. We need a representation on Food Network.
But
I'm tired of watching Food Network and not seeing anybody I can identify with.
have you ever,
I'm gay
there's this-
watching Food Network. Like, come on.
There was this.
Anyway.
There was this like.
Are you like Food Network's not gay enough for me? I can't watch this.
I need more.
There needs to be more gay in Food Network.
It's not enough. Not enough.
It's fucking Food Network. Like, it's like me watching HGTV and complaining there's not like enough gay people.
I think HGTV has enough gay right now.
Yeah, for real.
There's this like set of pictures that I saw, and it was like how celebrities became what they are, and I can't remember what any of the other ones. The only one that stuck with me was like it was Guy Fieri, and all his hair was brown still, and you see him collect the 7 Chaos Emeralds.
Oh my
Oh boy.
god.
And I was like, yeah, no, that makes sense.
I love Chaos Emerald memes.
Chaos Emeralds
They're
was
pretty
good.
great.
Guy Fieri.
Few
was
and far between. At least that I've seen, but like I think they're pretty great.
Dude, the Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter is one of the
Oh my
memeest
god.
Twitters I've ever seen.
What was the one I just? I think
It was
just
their,
posted
it was
something.
their. It was their.
Oh, Sanic. It was like a
it was their
Sanic line
April
of.
Fool's joke.
Yeah, it was like a Sanic line.
They
of clothes.
posted a Sanic the head, a Sanic line of like oh, Sanic
Merch,
line of
it's
merch
like
for
merch.
April Fools. Like they're so aware of the Sonic memes.
Yeah.
And they repost them all the time.
That's fun.
Like somebody made like a joke or something on Twitter about some stupid Sonic fan fiction, and they like commented on the fact of like, man, you keep releasing all our secrets.
Oh my god.
Dude, the Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter is one of the most entertaining Twitters I've ever seen, just because they're just okay with all the memes about Sonic.
Yeah, they just don't give a shit anymore. They're just like, whatever. It's like look, Sega. It's like, yeah, we know we're dead. Just fucking.
And there's Nihilist Arby's.
Ooh, Nihilist Arby's is one of my favorite Twitters.
One of my favorite Twitters is Life Advice Lamp.
What?
Life Advice Lamp.
Life Advice Lamp, yeah.
Is it just a lamp?
It's literally just a picture of a lamp that gives really bad life advice. Like if you get pulled over for drunk driving, make sure as soon as they tell you to get out of the car to chug a bottle of Jack, so they can't prove you were drunk beforehand.
I don't.
Nihilist Arby's is always just like, while you're watching the world burn in atomic fire, make sure you enjoy Arby's.
Make sure you enjoy Arby's.
Like, it's just shit like that.
You ever see it was like Dancing Skeleton or something like that, where it's just this guy in like the skeleton suit. It was a meme a long time ago. Where it was just weird dude doing a weird dance in a skeleton costume.
Wasn't it like that spooky scary skeleton thing?
No, it's different.
Spooky scary skeleton.
But it's just this Twitter, and like every few weeks or so, they post the same video of this guy dancing in a skeleton costume to a different song. The entire thing.
That's it?
That's it.
There's this one, oh my god. It's so stupid. It's not even funny. It's so dumb.
But you're laughing.
It's the freaking, it's just like, I think it's just like gay dictionary or something. And all it is a bot. It says gay and then a word in the dictionary. It goes from A to Z and then goes back. And it hasn't even gone all the way through it. Maybe it has, but like, I don't know. It was just like, I don't know. Like it's just the word gay and then other words in the dictionary. It just went on every single day. And that's all it is.
Hey, so I not to get off topic, but you told me you got farted on the other day.
I did.
Would you care to elaborate, please?
Oh my god.
Care to elaborate?
I was walking to break, and I like stopped for a second. And as I stopped, this old lady looking at clothes literally just let one rip.
I mean, this wasn't intentional.
But it was like, loud. It was like, loud.
I mean, maybe the fart was intentional, but like not on you.
It was
I would
loud,
hope, right?
though. It was.
She wasn't like timing it. Like
I stopped.
Here comes this guy.
I stopped. It was just like, dude. I stopped. Just like
savage. Like,
I like. You fucking kidding me,
dude. You just got dusted. Like,
you fucking kidding me,
dude. You got straight up dusted. It's okay because I got dusted too.
Yeah, you did.
Before
in the cereal, area, just got fucking farted on. You guy just walked up like burp.
Then I had to go quietly bitch at the other end of the fucking.
Dude, I was losing my shit. I could not. I could barely move. I was laughing so hard.
Dude, he was losing his mind. I had no choice but to just go to the other end of the fucking aisle and just quietly bitch. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Because he left and came back, and I swear just to do that. Like, come on, dude.
Wait, he walked away and then he came back, looked again,
and then came back in the aisle, stood right next to him, and farted.
That sounds like something I'd do.
I swear this was on purpose.
If I was out of state, though, I wouldn't want to fart on somebody that I'd see like again.
I don't know if we mentioned this in the podcast, but Scott saw somebody fart on a bag of cheese once.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I remember that story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was good. It was just middle of the night. Come in, pick up a bag of good old shredded cheese hanging on the shelf, fart hard enough to physically move the bag of cheese, and then hang it back up on the shelf. And then guess what? I gotta go get rid of it now because I can't in good conscience leave that hanging up there. So
some like middle-aged mom and her kids go to grab that bag of cheese. You're like, no!
They just open it and they're like, come on, what are you doing?
They take it home and they open it. It's just green cloud just puffs out of it.
Oh
like,
my god, third shift was the weirdest.
It's like, what is the optimum weight of a fart? Hopefully 0 grams, otherwise we're not talking fart.
Dude, third shift was something else. Remember one time we had a group of teenagers come in. We were over in the dairy area where the eggs are. This group of teenagers, somebody was like, "We need 2 dozen eggs." And somebody else in that group was just like,
yeah, that's what it was. It was just quiet. Nothing was, just like, I need 2 dozen eggs.
It just like fucking shakes.
and we like look like, the fuck
Dude,
was that?
oh my god, the guy was in there with the fucking 18-foot pole with the bag on it again.
There's a bird in the store, right?
Oh
so
my
they
God.
they hire some dude to get this bird out, and he's got like a 20-foot pole.
Yeah, it's like a big
and with a bag
stick.
with a plastic bag tied to the end, and he's just like walking around. It's the funniest fucking thing.
Well, the best part is it goes up and down the aisle, so you just see this stick just emerge from the aisle, just shaking his stick. This is
Trying to
going on like
catch this
3 days
Yeah,
now.
he's been doing it for 3 days.
This
Just
is
comes in
going
and
on
shakes
days.
a stick in the store.
Oh man, it's just the funniest thing because
Guy's
you
gotta-
just see it just like emerge from the aisle. You're
The
like,
guy's like a baby-faced dude too, and he's got no facial hair except for a cookie duster.
Oh,
Cookie
poor
duster.
guy.
it's a good style.
Nice little little fuzz under his lip.
Oh, dude, I saw him with that fucking stick, and I was like, oh, I lose my mind every time I see it. Because you just see it across the store, just crop up, like, over the distance.
Have we talked about the stinky bag incident on,
No,
on
not
the
on
podcast?
No, we haven't talked about that. That
Oh,
was like,
man.
that's an inside thing for the longest time.
We should talk about
The
that.
stinky bag. Oh, it's legendary.
Stinky bag incident.
Mm-hmm. That
This
was
was years ago.
That was years ago. This had to have been.
This is right before I started working there.
I would say don't exhaust all of your stories.
Oh, but this is.
I mean, I'm sure you have
we have
more,
many
but
more.
We
it's
have
just
more. Yeah, there's plenty
we have
of weird
many
shit
more.
that happens.
yeah, the stinky bag.
This
was
is
the
just
top
before
one. Yeah.
I started working there. Jeremiah was working there.
Yeah, I guess this was.
This was
before
literally
that.
like weeks before I started.
Yeah. We had found Nate actually was the one that discovered it. Nate discovered.
Nate.
You should
a-
get Nate on, not you, not your friend Nate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Our
that's a
friend Nate.
different Nate. Yeah, he found a bag of specifically Tyson Southwest grilled chicken strips. Supposed to be supposed to be frozen. Southwest.
Did you hear what I just said?
No.
I said sponsor us, please.
I would eat your chicken. Anyway, he found this bag. This is supposed to be either refrigerated or frozen. Either way, it doesn't matter.
It was refrigerated.
Found it in a grocery aisle. God knows how long it was sitting there, but this bag was puffed up like
To the point of bursting.
like ready to explode. Like it had to have been there for a while. He was like,
Nice.
"Hey, guys, I found this." So we're like, "Oh my god, what do we do with this?" So Jeff's holding it. He's got it in his hand, and he like pretends to like squeeze it like he's gonna pop it in someone's face. And fucking David cuts it with his box cutter, just like pokes it, just like, psh, and it makes like a, pff, like a audible like hiss.
and Jeff at the
fucking
same time squeezes it.
Oh,
squeezes it, blows it into his face, and
Dude,
I don't have anything to compare it to, so you can get an idea. But this just reeked to high heaven. Like it spread. We were in the corner of like by the doors to the fucking back.
Yeah.
And
This is one
it
of the biggest.
spread.
This is one of the biggest stores in the area, so it's probably
It
like a
spread
couple football
all the
fields.
way up to the front, like up to the front of the store, and just like seeped into the rest of the store. I mean, people were walking by. People thought there was this other guy working there. People thought this guy shit himself because
Oh
it was
my
so
God.
bad, and just everyone. It reeked for hours on end. I was like about to puke just from like how bad it smelled, but also I couldn't stop laughing because it was.
You guys told me that you were like surprised that David's eyebrows didn't burn off, like fucking
Dude, like
Patrick
it was
from
just so
the Bad
powerful.
Breath episode.
We had no idea the power that was contained inside this bag. Like it, the
he
fact that it was
popped that shit in his
yeah,
face.
in his face. I mean, blew it right in his face. Seriously, I don't know how it didn't singe his eyebrows, melt his glasses. I don't know. It should have like it. It should have. It probably caused permanent brain damage. Like
You never explain a lot. Oh, I'm sorry, David.
Oh, savage. But seriously, it stunk so bad. I don't have anything to compare it to. Like, I can just rotting corpse. I don't know. I don't know what to compare it to.
I mean, it's rotting meat. It was just
Seriously,
rotting
like it
meat.
was just so bad.
It was probably a couple weeks worth of rotting meat.
Oh man,
gas.
someone just like stashed
Caught
it behind
bag.
something, and he just found it, and it was one of the worst things. Also, I've had people give me gallons of milk that I don't know where they were, but they were at the point of 100% separation. Like it's just fat on the. Actually, it was on the top. Fat was just on the top, and just stinky, gross water on the bottom.
That's disgusting.
And I had to dump it out. I had to. That was like the thing. I had to get rid of it. So I'm like, and like they wouldn't accept it until I got all the chunks out of it. So I had to like mash it up and like squeeze it out like toothpaste, like a giant thing of toothpaste.
That's awful.
So I'm like by the buckets. I'm just like trying to like, squeeze this out. And it leaks, of course. So like we're all gagging trying to.
This is why I don't work around food. Like, absolutely not.
I mean,
Remember one time I was working over by the soda?
Worst I get. Sorry, go ahead.
I was working by the
interrupt.
soda one time, and we used the blade, the box cutter, to open the plastic over top of these 2-liter bottles. And I nicked one of these plastic bottles, and it sprayed in everywhere, only my face. It hit nothing but my face.
that's kind of funny because like you were already having
shit.
you were
Dude, I
already
was in
having
a
a shitty
shitty
day.
mood that day. I was in a shit mood that day.
It was already a bad
I
day.
was pissed off, and I fucking I just barely cut open this bottle, and it just sprays half of the bottle
Remember when you
directly in my face.
You sprayed me directly in your face with the fucking bottle of.
We'll tell that one in a second. But this 2-liter sprays like me directly in the face. It hit nothing else, and I fucking storm off to the bathroom to wash my face off. And like I'm sitting there, I'm fucking livid. I'm like, stupid bottle fucking spray me in the face. And I thought about it, and I'm like, man, I hope whoever was in that aisle was fucking laughing their
They
dick
probably
off
thought
right
that was the funniest shit they'd ever
now.
seen.
They're probably laughing their dick off right now because that. I know if I saw that, I would have.
Yeah, I would have been losing it.
But yeah, no. One time, I was drinking Mio. Like I got one of those Orange Crush Mios or something like that because, it's good.
It's
So
good. Yeah.
I got sparkling water. I got like
Yeah, it was like a.
it's sparkling water, just regular sparkling water. So I was gonna put this Orange Crush Mio, in the sparkling water,
Which he's done
'cause
before.
Then it's like Orange Crush,
Which he's done before. This
by
is not the
itself.
first time
It's
he's
just
done
regular
this.
orange. No, it's not the first time I've
I would
done
like to
this.
note.
and I've done it, and nothing's gone wrong. You squirt it in there, it gets a little bubbly, and then you close it. And you like turn it upside down a couple times so it doesn't get like flat or anything. I've done this before. I've done this with powder and the liquid. Well, for some reason, the sparkling water this time. I went to open it, and it was already like, wow, this stuff's acting up a little bit. This is already like
kind of fishy.
already-
I'm not paying attention. I'm looking down at my phone.
already pretty fizzy. Why are you going ham? So
Yeah,
I
I'm
finally
like
got
looking
it
at my
open.
phone.
I finally got it open, and I'm like, okay. So I squirt the stuff in there, and it fucking explodes.
Just fucking
to the point
erupts.
where it's hitting the ceiling.
It hit
And I
the
put my
ceiling.
hand on the top, trying to put my hand flat on
Trying
the
to
top.
stop it.
Dumbass.
It did not do that.
It
It
squirted
sprayed-
Scott straight in the face.
Yeah, I'm sitting across from him, just like. Like there was nothing I
That
could do.
intense
Like,
squealing was Nick's laughter.
there was nothing I could do. I just got fucking. Like I'm a sitting duck in this chair, and I can't move, so I'm just getting sprayed in the face because he's got his hand on it, and it's just not
So I have to
stopping.
get my hand off, and I end up sticking my thumb in there or something to block it. But I put my hand on. I'm like, no, and it just
Just rocketed straight towards me. Like I just got.
it got
covered in
everywhere.
juice.
It hit the ceiling, and it sprayed Scott all over the face.
Low ceiling or high ceiling?
It's probably
It was a break room.
break.
Yeah,
room,
it
so
was
it's
Okay,
probably
yeah,
pretty
so it's
high.
not super high.
It's not super high, but it was high enough.
Yeah, high enough to where you're still like, wow.
Yeah, but not only that, but it also hit the pop machine and fucking behind me. Like, I mean, it went a good like
It went a
6
good
feet
6
in
feet.
both directions,
Yeah.
like up and forward.
Oh my god!
It was such a violent reaction.
It sprayed you, and David's sitting next to you like, ah!
Well, none of us could do anything. We were all just helpless. I'm getting sprayed, but nothing I could do. Nothing I could do. Like by the time I would have like had the thought to
moved.
get up and move, it was
you
too
were
late.
still covered in it.
Yeah, it was too late. So I was just fucking sat there and took it.
Oh my god.
I was like, oh my god. Every time you get one of those now,
looks
I,
like chocolate toothpaste, right?
every time you get one of those, I just fucking.
Yeah, you're afraid.
I am afraid because
Every once in a while, some of them you open them up and they're fine. Some of them you like. You could have just bought it, and not shaken it at all, and you go to crack the top, and it's like, oh,
Yeah, some of them are scary.
oh, calm down there, sir.
Some of them are scary. So it's
Oh,
like when you picked up that can off the shelf and it just fucking exploded.
I did. It was in like a weird rack, and I guess these racks, like the little metal
The
bars on
bars
the
are, like,
inside,
kinda
have
sharp.
like sometimes have sharp like burrs on them or something like that. And I picked up this can, and I bought things out of that
Yeah, all the time.
that thing multiple times.
Yeah.
And I picked up this can and I must have just caught it on the edge in such a way that it just fucking exploded everywhere.
Yeah,
I was
we
just
had we had no idea what happened.
Yeah.
We had no idea what happened because we didn't know that about the bars until like after the fact. But he picked it up and it just like sprayed all over the place, and we're like, "What just happened? What the fuck?
Did somebody prank me?
Yeah,
What's
like the
going
fucking
on?
the Pepsi guy. What are you doing? Whoever it was, I don't
Dude,
know.
remember the other day I bought like a little tray of vegetables because I wasn't super hungry, but I wanted something. Bought a little tray of vegetables and it had like carrots and celery.
Carrots and celery.
And I was eating this carrot and I was talking to Scott, so I like waved it around because that's what you do with your hands, right? And I was like doing this, and I was going.
Forgot what you were talking about. Though.
And I was
about it.
I must have been holding on to it too tight, and these carrots are slightly wet because they were
like
little
a baby
thing.
carrots.
Yeah.
And it like spoodled out of my fingers, like when you do it with soap in the cartoon, right?
It slipped out.
Dude, and it just like
It launched across the room and almost hit this girl and a couple seats down.
dude, it went like 10 feet. He was just like whoop, and he just just launched out.
I almost hit this other girl that's in the break room.
Didn't even notice it though.
You were
Just,
sitting there like, why are you throwing carrots? And I'm like, I did.
yeah, because I thought he threw it because it was such a
Just
perfect it was such a perfect like it just landed right next to her. She didn't even notice.
Middle
but-
school, like
Yeah, it just like, but I didn't realize that you just squeezed it and it just launched.
Yeah, squeezed it. It just went flying. Oh man.
I was like, because I'm looking down and I just see a carrot wing by out of the corner of my fucking eye. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
this orange projectile, just like,
Like, what are you doing? Throwing shit, dude.
Oh man.
Oh, so many good things happen.
Okay, so next podcast we'll talk about Ray, about a couple of Ray's things.
Yeah, he's got some good ones.
And what else? What other stories we got?
I got a couple more about.
We got a couple of stories for the next podcast, but we've been going on for an hour and a half, so
I got some good ones.
So thanks for watching or listening to Podcast Not Included with Death Guy, Master Disaster, and Mr. Kill. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys, listening, what have you. Remember, YouTube's the best place to support us if we ever end up getting it on other platforms. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that bullshit. Our social medias, I am Jiffy Nano on Twitter, on Facebook, and
I am 50_%_man on Instagram.
the word percent.
The word percent. Spell it out, except the 50. The 50 is the number.
Too complicated. You can find me on PlayStation.
Too much work. I also have a Twitch account that I stream on most days, more often than not. Also, just twitch.tv/JiffyNano.
If you're looking for some more goofy hijinks,
You're looking for more goofy hijinks.
I just want you
you
to
can always
know.
catch me on
I just want you to
twitch.tv/JiffyNano.
know. I was this close to dropping that in the clan chat.
I was
close.
hoping. Honestly, I was lightweight hoping someone would ask about the podcast comment.
This close. Well, yeah, that's why I was like this close to dropping.
I
I probably
was
still will.
I was lightweight hoping to somebody would ask about the podcast comment. Because they'd be like, oh, me and Scott do this podcast I think it's going to be on Saturday from now on, because that gives me more time to mess with it.
Indeed.
But, check out our YouTube channel.
Plus, starting pretty soon here, I'm going to start going to the gym regularly, so I won't be super available. Shut up. Like, I work out at home, but, like, whenever we do
You're
the
gonna be one of
podcast,
those
I just
fucking
don't do it.
chads where you like
I bought a bunch of...
you slam the fucking bar down. You're just like, ah!
Yes.
Why is it so funny?
I don't know. Because I laughed. He was like,
I was like, I started off really, like, regular, and then I went high. I was like, ah.
it's like a run to the cube laugh, dude.
Oh my god.
LG like be like Gumai Pitwet Gumai Kandai. Gumai
Gumai
Oh, real quick. Any progress on You're Gonna Make Me This?
Yeah, I'm narrowing it down to a handful of episodes. I still have a hard time just getting to it because it's from 2007 and nobody gave a shit back then. So I'm gonna find it. I assure you.
We're gonna find it.
You're gonna make me this. Just I need a better way to like.
Yeah, you're gonna make me this.
to
Fine day for Mary.
You gonna make me this? No, I'm not gonna make you that. You gonna make your own food.
Anyway, have a good one, guys. Thanks for listening. And like I said, follow us on our respective social medias. outlets things.
Yeah,
Like, comment, subscribe,
that.
share the podcast if you find it funny. If you don't find it funny, I'm sorry.
Share it anyway.
Yeah, if you don't find it funny, I'm sorry. We're just a bunch of dudes goofing off. So
We're just a bunch of dudes, you know?
dudes, bro.
A bunch of dudes whack each other off.
Whacking each other off.
Gonna whack you off.
And switch. Anyway, see ya.